Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video, and today is Monday, so you get a free sketch and free printables. This week's is going to be kind of an artist theme because the photos I'm doing of India are artist photos or paint photos. And you can see my title over here to the right is going to say artist hair don't care, because she's got this crazy, India's got crazy curly hair anyways, but her hair is just a disaster mess in this photo, and I just thought it was really cute. And when I was trying to put together titles, I was trying to think of things that I had enough letters for each thing, and somehow I came up with this title, and I was like, okay, I have to do it. But I wanted one of the words, and ended up being artist, to be script or cursive. So I went ahead and included that as part of the printables. So if you just fussy cut around the word, then there is part of a title for you. So right now what I've done is I've just pulled out these papers. There is a 6x6, which I cut into, for this, because the way the pattern is, the squares, to make them line up correctly, I just cut them so that they're each 3 squares wide. It still doesn't work out exactly because the far left squares kind of got chopped off a little bit, but you can't tell once everything's put together. I just justified them both to the left side so that, so that that side would meet up and look, you'd see it continual, and then the part that doesn't meet up right is behind the photo. And then the 6x8 sheet, I cut a little over 2 inches off the left side, and so that I could stretch it behind that strip and make it look like a larger sheet of paper to mat. So I did go ahead and ink the edges of everything just because there's a lot of color and pattern going on in this layout. And I feel like it kind of adds to the whole idea of crazy, messy art and paint and hair and all of it. So I like the crazy, all the different colors and stuff. I needed to break it up a little bit so that you could see each thing as an individual item rather than seeing them all together as a big jumbled up mess. So now, once I had those pieces laid down, I did use my ruler across the bottom, if you notice, so that I could line that paper up to make sure it's straight all the way across and even, so it looks like one continuous piece of paper. And then when you saw me adhere down the alphabet strips, on the left side, I did make sure that side met up a little bit. On the right, there's a little tiny, like maybe 1/8 of an inch gap, but obviously, like I said, that is going to get covered up by the photo. So right now we're going to go ahead and mat the photo. First, I'm using that tissue paper that I used several videos back. I've been kind of using it throughout the kit, so you can say it's an addition to the kit, but it is just something that I had on hand. You can use any tissue paper you have, or wrapping paper, or anything like that that could coordinate with your kit or your pages. So once I added that, I just thought it was a nice different texture to add into it. Tissue paper, vellum, stuff like that does add a nice different texture in there, and it adds just a little bit of gold sparkle around the photos, so which will give some will give some interest and stuff to it. Sorry, right now I waited till India went to bed to record the video, to like scrapbook the video, the layout, and also record the voiceover. So it's pretty close to midnight right now, and I'm exhausted. So if I keep yawning, I am very, very sorry, but it's just probably going to happen because I am exhausted. Anyway, so now this strip is torn across one side, and then I went ahead and trimmed it up so that it is a strip rather than the weird like triangle-ish shape that it was. It was just a scrap from one of the other layouts, the layout with Ella and the starburst. It was from one of the sketch ones several weeks back. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this part down and adhere the photo down. I am backing the photo with some craft fun foam, and that will just pop it up just a little bit and give it just a little bit of dimension and interest to the photo so that your eye kind of goes there a little bit more. It helps it stand out a little bit. On most of my layouts, I do pop my photo up just because I like the extra attention it gives to the photo. And I don't know, like, assuming you've watched other videos of mine, I like a lot of texture and dimension, so it does do that as well. I went ahead and cut the printables out off camera beforehand just so that this would go quicker. All those dots, as usual, are punched using the 1/2-inch circle punch. But you could just hand cut them out if you didn't have a 1/2-inch circle punch, but they are very, very cheap, and I love my 1/2-inch circle punch. It's my new favorite one. I have two because I loved it so much, and Stampin' Up! Stopped carrying it. They retired it. So, but I got one on Amazon from a different company, Fiskars maybe, or EK Success. They were not expensive, maybe $6. So, and prime shipping. So it is definitely a good investment tool-wise. And all of my printables, I try to size if they're circles, I try to size them so that you can use a punch, like a very common punch. I usually do 1/2-inch, 3/4 inch, and 1-inch circles so that they are easy to punch out. So, sorry, back to the layout. There was something I was going to mention, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, the printables. If you want to download the sketch and the printables, there is going to be 2 links in the description box below. One is for the sketch and one is for the printables, just in case you don't want one or the other. And it makes it easier for me designing them. So when you go to download them, or print them, not download them. You can download them however you want, however you feel comfortable, in whatever format you want. I print mine straight from my phone. The links are to a Dropbox file. So when you click it and you go to it, I just pull it up on my phone on Dropbox and then print from there. So it's super, super simple. And then you don't actually have to download it if you don't want to. You can just print straight from it. I will say printing on photo paper is better quality. You'll get better quality printouts. I print on matte photo paper, and make sure if you do print them to print as 4x6 so that they are sized correctly. Sorry, back to the actual process here. I've cut a sheet of baker's twine, and one of the sheets of paper has all these little strips all over it. And I fussy cut them out a long time ago. I had this other idea, and then I ended up being annoyed by it and didn't want to do it. You know how you get a brilliant idea and you're so excited, and then when it comes time to do it, you're like, oh, that's dumb. Why would I want to do that? That's what I did. So, anyways, so I just fussy cut these little strips from one of the other pieces of paper, and they're just the perfect little size. I folded them in half and then just used my liquid glue to add glue to both sides of them, and then folded them over the baker's twine and held them for a few seconds just to let the glue dry. And then I have a cute little banner. And you could do this with scraps. You could do this with like a circle punch and fold it in half and have a little like bunting. It would be super, super cute. It's very easy, not hard at all. And it really didn't take very long at all either. I did fast forward because it was boring and you see the idea. And then I'm going to go in here and just adhere them down with the glue. I thought about adhering them down with foam dots just because I thought it would be kind of easy, but I didn't want that piece across the top to draw more attention away from where the photo and the journaling is, and draw all the attention up there to the top. Rather, I just wanted it to be a little decorative accent. So I went ahead and just adhered them flat. I was having trouble because I was trying to keep them like a nice smooth, like swoop across, but it just, I was getting really frustrated, and honestly, I kind of like the little wonky look. So I just went ahead and made them kind of wonky, and just kind of across, as if it like blew down across the layout. So I did go ahead and turn the paper over and add washi tape to the back so that I could adhere the ends of the baker's twine down. That does help just to keep everything secure, but also when you're putting your layouts away, which I need to do. That's a whole nother story. I have been ordering some albums, so I found some good deals online and I ordered several albums. So I am excited about that, to finally start putting layouts away, because I have a nice big giant Amazon box full of just layouts. Right now I'm waiting to get some page protectors when they're on sale at Hobby Lobby, because when I went the other day, they were completely out of them. So that will be coming soon. So back to the layout. I keep saying that. I'm sorry, I'm getting very distracted. The ADHD is so strong tonight. So I did add just a little bit of washi tape behind that label, and then I'm going to add it in a couple other places just to tie it into my clustering of embellishment clusters. The little strips of paper are 1/4 inch white cardstock, plain cardstock, and I like to write my journaling on them. I just think it looks nice and clean, and then you can add your journaling anywhere on your page without having to worry about what the pattern looks like or having lines, it being straight, anything like that. I go ahead and keep the strips. I keep strips cut up already. They're just 1/4 inch wide, from an 8.5 by 11 cardstock page. I keep them in a little basket so I can just pull them out and write on them as I want to. And then I get the journaling done right away. I don't have to go try to print and type and do all that. And I get handwriting on my pages. I know a lot of people don't like their handwriting, which is totally fine. If you don't like your handwriting, or you just don't want to deal with it, it's easier to do typed journaling, whatever. That's totally cool, whatever. You do you and what makes you happy. But for me, I like getting handwriting on my page, because in my family, finding old things that my grandma or my great grandparents wrote on is just special, and it just, you kind of see a different side of their personality than you get to see just by talking to them. And it's, I don't know, you feel a little bit more connected to them. So I do like to incorporate a lot of handwriting onto my layouts, just so that that is documented somewhere, and maybe it'll mean something special to India or her kids or something one day. So back to the layout, because again, distraction all the time. I went ahead and cut apart those little tiny word strips from this cut apart sheet, and I'm just adhering them around. I put 3 at the top left, I will put 3 at the bottom, and then 2 on the right. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and incorporate that washi tape in the 2 other places where the clusters are going to be. This one I'm going to tuck it under the edge just a little bit, but the one down here at the bottom is very like glued down really tight already, so I just lined it up so that it looks like it's tucked under the page, but it's not actually. Now I'm going to just start adding these little bits, the punches from the cut apart, spread out around the layout. And I try to do a good variety of shapes, ones that are specific to the whatever the theme is, which in this case is paint and art. So I have like the little model people that you use to sketch from. There's a paint palette, there's some paint brushes, there's like a squiggly line, like paint strokes, kind of stuff like that, mixed with basic stars, hearts, plus signs kind of shapes. And then those 2 labels are from the Printables too. I forgot to mention that earlier. Then all of these 1/2 inch circles I'm going to adhere down with Stampin' Dimensionals, the regular size, because Stampin' Dimensionals are the best. They are from Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up does tend to be an expensive company to order from, because they have very high quality products. Hold on, I'll tell you that part. I'm going to tell you real quick. I took that piece of wood grain paper right there, a scrap of it, and folded it in half and made a heart. I inked the edges and then just adhered down the very center part where it's folded. So Stampin' Dimensionals, they fit perfectly behind these 1/2-inch circles punches, and honestly, they're just my new obsession anyways for the past 6 months since I became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. But they are amazing. Stampin' Up! Oh, that's what I was saying. Stampin' Up! Does tend to be expensive to order from because they have really high quality products and they stand behind their products. But these honestly are not very expensive, especially compared to other tapes and adhesive, like foam tape and foam adhesive. I would not use them to back my entire photo because that would be expensive, but for embellishments and stuff, they're really not that bad. You get 3 sheets in a package for $3.99, and they have the regular size, which is this one, and then the Stampin' Dimensional Minis, which are the teeny tiny ones that you might have seen me use before, and I don't think I use on this layout at all, actually, the minis. But and those are the same price. You get 3 sheets for $3.99. And then they also have black ones, and I haven't used the black ones. I'm not sure the pricing exactly. I know there's something like $4.99 and you get 2 sheets of each, or $5.99 and you get 2 sheets of each, or something like that. So it's a little bit different, but still a great deal. And honestly, white is great with me because I don't mind if the white shows around the edge. I don't specifically need the black to do that. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted today. So now I am adding some Heidi Swap Color Shine, just splattering around where the embellishments are. I did add a couple little hearts from that Maggie Holmes sticker sheet. I will finish up that sticker sheet in a few days. I'll do a Thanksgiving layout and I will finish up, I think, that entire sticker sheet except maybe one. No, I think I did all of it. And then the hearts. Oh, and then I used those little puffy, like air bubble stickers from the Dollar Tree. I used the navy ones to sprinkle around, and now I'm just adding some of those sequins that I had added to the kit just recently from the Magical Mixery shop. I just realized I forgot to link her shop when I was talking about it the other day. I will go back and link that, and I will try to link it to this video as well. I completely forgot to do that, so I will go ahead and do that as well. She's got a lot of really cute sequin mixes, and this isn't sponsored. I just found her on Instagram like accidentally. She somehow came up in my feed. Oh, because she used the hashtag American Crafts, and I follow that hashtag. So, but she makes cute sequin mixes based on collections. So I bought, I mean, not all of them are based on collections. Some of them aren't, but I love the ones that, I love the idea that she makes them specifically for collections. So there is one for Magical Forest, crepe paper Magical Forest. It's a lot of crepe paper. Crepe paper, I think the Maggie Holmes summer one from last year, the Maggie Holmes Sweet Story, Maggie Holmes Magical, what is it? The Carnival one, whatever that one was. Anyways, there's a lot. So, but she's got a lot of really cute sequin mixes if you're very into them, and it's a new small Etsy shop. And yeah, so if you need to support someone local, and not local but small, like a small business, if you feel that need to support small business, please head over to the Magical Mixery shop on Etsy so that you can order some awesome sequins. Back to this, I am just outlining all of these edges, not all of them, but most of the edges in a black pen because it still felt like they were kind of merging together really bad. There is one last look at the sketch and then the finished layout up close. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am sorry I've been all over the board tonight. I appreciate you getting this far, and I appreciate you watching the videos. And if you want to see more videos, please hit subscribe. If you did like this video, please hit like. And maybe leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite embellishment to use, like the tiny embellishments. Let me know what your favorite tiny embellishments are, because obviously I love all the tiny bits and the sequins and all of that. And if you have any special shops like that, please let me know, because I do like to try to support small business whenever possible. So thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful night and happy scrapping. Bye.